Steal a Brainrot, the most controversial Roblox game ever, just ran into even more trouble, and now it could be just one step away from being shut down. That's right, Steal a Brainrot, already called one of the most problematic games in Roblox history, might not be as unstoppable as it looks. On one hand, it's pulling in player numbers bigger than any game in the world. On the other hand, it's being hit with copyright drama that could tear it apart, and scams so big they're tricking thousands of kids. In today's video, we're going to talk about everything that's gone down since my last video, from Brainrots getting removed over copyright to big YouTubers stealing accounts through scams, and what all of this could mean for the future of Steal a Brainrot. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you remember, we talked about how Steal a Brainrot started off by copying another Roblox game called Steal a Character. It had the exact same conveyor belt, the same shop placement, the same bases, just swapped out the characters for Brainrots. Now, a lot of people called this blatant copying, but after the video, I saw tons of comments from players pointing out that Sammy, the creator of Steal a Brainrot, actually made a deal with the owner of Steal a Character. According to them, Sammy paid for the rights to use the layout, so technically it wasn't stolen. And when it comes to the Brainrots themselves, things get even messier. Most of them came from AI-generated memes that blew up on TikTok. At first, they seemed like goofy nonsense, just funny noises and dances. But once people started translating the phrases, the meaning behind them turned dark really fast. Some mocked religion, some mocked children in Gaza and Palestine, some had lines so offensive that I couldn't even say them out loud. I had to just put the translations on screen. One of my Italian viewer even commented, being Italian and perfectly understanding the phrases that Bombardino and Tralalelo say, please accept my heartfelt apologies. The worst part is that these obscene Brainrots have become so popular in Italy that they're making playing cards, collectibles, and even hiring entertainers to dress up as them. Some defended Sammy, saying he probably had no idea what the names meant, which can possibly be true. But here's the thing, even if the devs didn't know, they should have cared enough to research. These translations weren't hidden or brand new. People had been pointing them out for months, so either they didn't bother to check or they knew and just didn't care. And honestly, both of those options are bad. That's where we left off last time. That alone was enough controversy. But since then, things have only gotten crazier. Let's start with the positive side, because we can't ignore just how massive Steal a Brainrot has become. By early September 2025, the game broke the all-time record for the most players online at once in a video game. The number reached over 24 million concurrent players, bigger than Grow a Garden's insane 22 million. Nothing else in history has touched those numbers. Think about that for a second. Over 24 million people logged in at the same time to play one Roblox game. That's more than the population of entire countries like Australia or Taiwan. And the crazy part is, this happened in less than 5 months since the game launched. TikTok helped fuel it, of course. Clips of kids screaming went viral, and YouTube shorts piled on top of that. Parents said their kids were running around yelling Brainrot phrases in real life. Teachers complained about kids making Brainrot memes in class. And just when you thought the Brainrot craze couldn't get any bigger, it jumped off Roblox completely, straight into Fortnite. At first, people thought Steal the Brainrot on Fortnite was just another cheap copy. But then players realized this version of Steal a Brainrot was actually official. The developers of the Roblox version actually gave permission for a Fortnite version to exist. And overnight, it became one of the biggest custom games Fortnite has ever seen. At one point, it even broke 400,000 concurrent players, setting a record for Fortnite's creator platform. Some people are already saying the Fortnite version feels smoother and even more fun than the Roblox one. Like, imagine that. Roblox creates this massive hit and then Fortnite comes along and low-key makes the better version. Now, don't get me wrong, Roblox Brainrot is still way bigger overall, but the fact that Fortnite even got close has people wondering if it could steal some of that audience. But Fortnite wasn't the only challenge Steal a Brainrot was facing. Around the same time, a whole new kind of controversy popped up, this time about who actually owned the Brainrot characters themselves. If you've played Steal a Brainrot, you probably know the character Tung Tung Sahur. It's one of the most recognizable Brainrots in the entire game. People called it the poster child of Italian Brainrot, even though it's not Italian at all. For months, Tung Tung Sahur was everywhere. You'd see it on the conveyor belt, in memes, in edits, even fan-made merch. It became one of the faces of the whole trend, but then suddenly it disappeared. By late August, players noticed that Tung Tung Sahur was missing from Steal a Brainrot and even from other Roblox Brainrot games. At first, people thought it was just a bug or an update change, but no. It turns out Tung Tung Sahur had been hit with a copyright claim, and not just by anyone, by a creator named Noxa from Indonesia. So here's the story. Noxa was the one who first made the original Tung Tung Sahur meme and uploaded it online. Yes, it was AI generated, but he was the one who wrote the prompt, clicked generate, and posted it. And under Indonesian law, that's enough to claim ownership. Indonesia's copyright law says that even works created with technology or assistive devices can be protected if they originate from a human's ideas and creativity. So even though an AI technically drew Tung Tung, Nox's concept and prompt are what make it legally his. And this isn't the first time he's defended that ownership. Earlier this year, Noxa accused Garena Free Fire Max, a huge mobile battle royale game, of using Tung Tung Sahur without his permission. He even made a TikTok showing the character inside the game and calling them out for stealing it. Now he's turned his focus to Roblox, and because of that, Steal a Brainrot had to remove Tung Tung entirely to avoid being taken down. Can you really copyright something that's AI generated? In the US and Europe, the answer is mostly no. Courts have ruled that AI art can't be copyrighted without human authorship. But in Indonesia, the law is more flexible, which grants rights to creators of works with originality, including digital or visual works. That means someone like Noxa might be able to claim ownership over an AI generated piece if they can show they contributed something creative like the prompt or design, even if an AI helped execute it. And since Noxa lives there, he has the power to go after anyone who uses Tung Tung without permission, and he's not stopping at copyright. Noxa has launched an official Tung Tung meme coin, yes, a cryptocurrency, and even teased discussions about making an AI generated movie based on the character. Like, are you serious right now, bro? A whole movie? Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that one. Anyways, for Roblox, this is a nightmare. If one brain rot can be copyrighted, what's stopping others from doing the same? There are hundreds of these AI-generated brain rots floating around. If each one has a creator claiming ownership, Steal a Brain Rot could face takedowns left and right. This is the kind of thing that could actually threaten the game's future, because Roblox doesn't play around with copyright complaints. If enough claims stack up, the game could be pulled entirely, and that's why people started saying Steal a Brain Rot might actually get deleted. And just when you thought the copyright mess was bad enough, something even darker showed up. A massive scam spreading through the community, tricking thousands of kids. It all started with a YouTube channel pretending to be Spider Sammy, the real creator of Steal a Brain Rot. The channel popped up in July 2025 and, in just a few weeks, exploded to nearly 1 million subscribers. The videos looked convincing at first, promises of new brain rots like John Pork being added to the game, sneak peeks of upcoming features, and constant claims of subscribe and like to win a free rare brain rot. But behind the scenes, it was all fake. The models were free assets which you can easily find in the Roblox Studio app, the leaks were lies, and the giveaways were bait. The real trap was in the channel's bio, because in that bio, the fake Sammy linked to what looked like the official Steal a Brain Rot Discord server, but it wasn't the real one. It was a fake server called Steal a Brain Rot S. That fake server had over 100,000 members, most of them kids who thought they were in the real community. Once inside, they were told to click links to claim their free brain rots, but those links weren't rewards, they were cookie loggers. If you don't know, cookie logging is a method where scammers steal your Roblox cookies, which basically give them access to your account. Once they have that, they can log in as you, change your password, steal your Robux, your items, everything. Thousands of kids fell for it. Their accounts were stolen, all because a fake YouTuber managed to trick people into thinking he was the real creator. The channel grew massive, the server grew massive, and by the time most people realized it was fake, the damage was already done. In fact, the channel is still up right now, so don't even bother clicking on their videos. This is the darker side of viral games. Whenever something gets too big, scammers rush in to take advantage of the hype. And in this case, it was kids who paid the price. We don't know how long this game will last, because even after all the controversies, it's still pulling in players. But no matter what happens, I want you guys to remember this: stay alert. Be careful who you follow, what links you click, and which Discord servers you join. Don't let scammers use the hype to take advantage of you. Stay safe.